This is the final round of the 2005 World Rally Championship, and we've come down under for the season finale, Rally Australia. And it's a light-hearted atmosphere as the teams adjust to life in the outback. So we've moved from Europe to the southern hemisphere with the event based in the capital of Western Australia, Perth. This is one of the most challenging events on the calendar, as Peugeot's Daniel Carlson found out.
We rolled over a cliff and the car turned into fire, and it's totally gone, the car.
Former junior WRC champion Danny Sola flirted with danger, but he managed to recover from this high-speed moment. Local hero Chris Atkinson arrived at his home event with high hopes, and he did not disappoint, taking the lead on stage 4.
Right on crest, 70, brake tight, hug 7, opens on crest, 4D. Now, brake early, narrow 4 right.
His push for victory did not last long though. A bent steering arm cost the Australian over 2 minutes, and he drops to 13th on the leaderboard.
Go from leading your home rally back to wherever we are now, like, it's devastating.
Marcus Gronholm was running in third on this, his final rally for Peugeot before they leave the sport. On stage 7 though, the Finn's suspension collapsed. He did his best to repair the damage on the road section under supervision from the local police, but it was all to no avail and marked a sad end to what has at times been a glorious chapter in Peugeot's motorsport history.
It's not good at all, and sad for the team as well, so the both car is out from the rally, so not good.
Sebastian Loeb had overcome the disadvantage of running first on the road to claim the lead on stage 8, but even the world champion was not immune to the dangers of Rally Australia. A rare mistake from the Frenchman would mean a premature end to his record-breaking season. Ford brought forward the launch of its 2006 Focus, and both cars incurred a 30-second time penalty for infringing engine change rules. But it's been a steady debut, with both Tony Gardemeister and Roman Cresta running in point-scoring places. Colin McRae is back with Skoda after his one-off drive at Rally GB, and it's been another impressive performance from the Scot so far. Taking advantage of his low road position, he was up to second place late on day 1. Only for Citroën's number 2, Francois Duval, to snatch the place back on the Perth Super Special in the evening. The team are taking a sabbatical next season, so their hopes of a strong finish now rest on the Belgian shoulders. But with all his closest rivals falling by the wayside, the rally leader is Petter Solberg. It's been a frustrating season for the Norwegian, but he's on course to finish on a high. The Subaru driver has a lead of 46.6 seconds coming into leg 2, and just 1.4 seconds separate Francois Duval and Colin McRae in the battle for the runner-up spot. So the drivers return to the outback for stage 12. And let's get straight back to that battle for second. Can Francois Duval stay ahead of Colin McRae? The Belgian has had his critics this year after an accident-prone early season, but he's helped the team secure the Manufacturers' Championship and has looked more focused recently. McRae is a 2-time winner in Australia and has competed on the events 11 times, so he's certainly more experienced here than the young Belgian. The Scot has lost the advantage he had yesterday of running late on the road and using the cleaner line to gain more grip. This morning, it's an even playing field. Back with Duval, who's nearing the 10-kilometre split, and he's certainly pushing hard. A time of 4 minutes 44.8 so far. That's a pretty good pace he's setting.
And 6 left.
Now, can McRae match the Belgian? He's giving it everything, but it's not looking good. No, he's slower, 3.7 seconds down. He's going to struggle to catch the Citroën driver here. It's been a fine performance from Duval on this stage. He'll now have to wait and see if it's been good enough as he passes through Rally Australia's most recognisable section of road. McRae's closing on the finish line now. The Scot is, of course, in a car that's been soundly beaten by the all-conquering Citroën Zara all year, so it may take a superhuman effort to catch the flying Duval. A lot of air over these jumps, though. He's still pushing hard. He was only 1.4 seconds behind before this stage, but it looks like he's lost more time here.
And 3 right plus into dip and 6 right up a jump. And 6 left narrows and 6 right, 70. Okay.
Yes, he's 6.6 seconds slower, and the gap to second is growing. McRae, though, doesn't seem too concerned.
Well, see who that was. Oh, it was very, very smooth and very neat.
Colin, it was 1.4 coming in. Lost just a little bit there, but it's still not a bad start to the day.
Yeah, not bad start for an old man, eh?
And there could be more bad news ahead for old man McRae, because Harry Rovanperä is not far behind, and he's pushing hard this morning. Oh, a close call with a kangaroo there. One of the unique hazards of Rally Australia. And there is some damage to the door. He's forced to drive with one hand holding the door closed. Even so, he's third fastest and is now just 11.5 seconds away from the Skoda driver. Chris Atkinson, meanwhile, is focused on clawing back some of the time he lost after yesterday's damaged steering arm.
Right the middle crest. He's a long 8 left plus.
Just look at this. He's right on the limits here. 6th gear all the way into this bend. Oh, that just proves how much he wants to impress on his home event. But that was a lucky escape. It's not going to help his progression up the leaderboard, though. He's lost about 10-15 seconds through that mistake, and he'll remain 10th for now.
Quite right, that's all wrong. 250, brake, hard long, 9 right, minus over 70.
We had a massive spin in 6th gear. I don't know how we got away with it. We're heading for the trees, bounced back on the road, started the car, maybe lost 10 seconds, but we still stalked 20 out of Armin.
Is the car feel okay after that, though?
Alignment's a little bit out, but it's all right. I'm surprised we didn't roll into a ball, but that's life.
Out front, though, Atkinson's teammate Petter Solberg has no need to take unnecessary risks.
5 left plus, opens half long. And 6 right plus.
He has a comfortable lead, but even so, he's certainly not backing off. The Norwegian is fastest on stage 12.
Small jump, 50.
That puts Solberg's lead up to 50.8 seconds, but behind, McRae is starting to lose touch with Francois Duval in second. There was no change in position in the top 8 on that stage. Atkinson is steadily closing on the points scoring places, while the retiring Armin Schwarz is still 11th. There are plenty of drivers under pressure, so stages 13 and 14 could be crucial. Petter Solberg, however, is beginning to look untouchable out front.
Opens half long, 20. Turn 2 left minus, tighten short, 1 plus. 80. Turn narrow 4, right minus, tighten short, 100. Line into 5 right plus, half long, tightens a bit, 50. Line into flat, 6 left plus, keep in the ball, jump.
Oh, a nasty surprise for the Norwegian there. Like Rovanperä on the previous stage, he's hit a kangaroo.
Can't believe it. Engine oil temp.
Just keep going slowly.
Unbelievably, it's yet more bad luck for Solberg. He's reached the stage finish, but nearly 40 seconds has been lost, and his lead has been slashed.
Hey, go, 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 go! Quick!
The car will not restart, and with severe damage to the radiator and oil coolant at the front, this is a terminal problem for the former world champion.
Petter, leading the rally, came to the end of stage and the engine wasn't running. What happened?
Hit a kangaroo in almost 200 kilometers. Came out from the forest, couldn't see anything. So, it's just incredible. I don't deserve this now. Not the whole team, you know. Everybody works so hard. So, you just have to keep on working hard again and get back to business. But right now, okay, second in the World Championship is okay. It's really good fun. The team and us, we are very happy for that. but still we are here for winning, and we have lost 2 rallies now with something we can't do anything with.
The Norwegian's retirement means for the first time this season someone other than Solberg, Loeb or Gronholm will claim victory, and Francois Duval is now in pole position. And with Solberg out, Harry Rovanperä is now in 3rd. And with his 2nd quickest time of the weekend on stage 13, the Finn has closed to within 4 seconds of Colin McRae. So the pressure is building on the Scot, but the Fabia's gear problems have returned and he's been forced to use the manual shift. With Harry Rovanperä closing fast, this could be costly. It's going to be close. He has just 3.7 seconds in hand.
150. Finish to stop. Okay.
That's not good enough. It was a great time from Rovanperä, and he moves ahead of McRae by 0.2 of a second.
Lost the gear shift, we've lost hydraulic pressure, so not good, unfortunately.
Further back, Tony Gardemeister is also struggling. It's the first competitive outing for the stylish new Ford Focus, so teething problems are to be expected. The engine is only firing on 3 cylinders, and the loss of power is costing a lot of time. Tony drops 2 positions by the end of stage 14.
Tony, the engine sounds very rough. What's the problem?
I don't know what happened. It suddenly, after, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilometers, everything gone, you know. It goes only 2-cylinder or 3-cylinder.
You think it's game over?
I don't know. We will have to check.
His teammate was the first beneficiary of Gardemeister's problem. Roman Cresta is now up to 6th. That's a big slide there, though, for the Czech driver. The only privateer in the top 8 is Citroën driver Manfred Stoll. It's been another fine performance so far from the Austrian. He's now up to 4th. All changed then after stage 14. Solberg's out and Duval takes over the rally lead. Harry Rovanperä won both those last 2 tests, and he now has a narrow advantage ahead of McRae. Another regroup before the next batch of stages, but for some Citroën employees, it's a chance to sneak a peek at the new Ford Focus. Day 2 continues after the break. Welcome back to Rally Australia, where next up it's the 2nd run through the infamous Bannister North stage, and thousands of enthusiastic Aussies have turned out to watch the action. Harry Rovanperä has just passed Colin McRae for 2nd, which will be Mitsubishi's best finish of the season if he can hang on. The Lancer is working perfectly on the slippery outback gravel, and once again the Finn is giving his all. Here comes McRae to the famous Bunnings jump sequence. Whoa, the Scot, spectacular as ever. With 144 rallies under his belt, he's been in a few battles in his time, and is certainly not going to give up on 2nd without a fight. He was only 0.2 of a second behind before this stage, and it doesn't look like he can beat the Finn.
Left to stop.
No, he's slower again, but he's only dropped 3.5 seconds.
Had a hell of a wang on the head again.
Yeah, get ready for
Gigi Gali is backing up his Mitsubishi teammate Rovanperä well in 5th.
Ma cosa 50? Prima della 2! Questa 2, questa! 150!
Oh, some harsh words for co-driver Guido D'Amore there from the passionate Italian. Ever the competitor, Gigi is always looking for improvement, and it's another big push from the Italian here. He's 5th quickest on stage 15, and now just 5 seconds behind Manfred Stoll. Tony Gardemeister has managed to resolve the earlier engine problem, and he's trying hard to make up the time lost. For a brand new car, it's been an impressive debut so far, so the future is looking bright for the Blue Oval. Back up to speed, the Finn sets the 4th fastest time and passes Chris Atkinson for 7th. Francois Duval, meanwhile, must be pinching himself. For much of day 1, he was running 4th, and almost from nowhere, the Belgian is now on course for his first ever victory. The Citroën driver is right on the limit, trying to put some fresh air between himself and Harry Rovanperä. He really wants this win and sets his first fastest time of the weekend. Duval's lead is up to 17.8 seconds over Rovanperä after stage 15, with McRae another 3.7 further back. It's really becoming an intriguing second day here in Australia, and a lot is at stake for the drivers chasing those podium positions. So far this morning, Harry Rovanperä has been more than a match for McRae's Skoda. Can he keep up the momentum on stage 16? A very tricky section here with a lot of loose gravel still on the surface. Oh no, he's got it all wrong there. That was a high-speed spin and straight into that tree. Doesn't appear to be too much damage, and he's soon back on the road. He's definitely lost some time though, but can McRae take advantage? The 1995 world champion will be aware his rival's pace has dropped. He's receiving the Finn split times inside the Fabia. Second place could be up for grabs, and it's full attack again from the Scot.
Hidden one right.
Only 3.7 seconds behind, remember, before this stage, and Rovanperä's time definitely suffered after that spin.
2-6 right, and Creston slow 3 right.
It's looking good.
30, 6 right. 33 left minus the stop.
Yes, 8.5 seconds quicker, and second place is McRae's once again. Rovanperä's teammate Gali, meanwhile, is involved in his own battle for fourth with privateer Manfred Stoll. The Italian is under instructions to finish at this final round. All too often this season, Gigi has set impressive times, only to ruin it with one error. With a position up for grabs, though, he's giving it his all. It's a terrific time from Gali, and he passes Stoll for fourth. Former rally leader Chris Atkinson has done a good job so far of making up a lot of the time he lost yesterday, and he continues his recovery here. Despite being the only Australian in the WRC, this is still only his second attempt at his home event, so he's actually less experienced here than the established top-flight drivers. Even so, with the fifth fastest time on stage 16, Chris is now up to 7th. Armin Schwartz, however, is failing to match the blistering pace of his Skoda teammate McRae. The German remains in 10th on his final rally before retirement. It's a very unfamiliar leaderboard after stage 16. Few would have predicted a top 3 of Duval, McRae and Rovanperä at the start of the rally. Back to the service park in Perth, and any one of 3 drivers could still win this rally.
Colin, big question for you. Can you win this rally?
Okay, I mean, in sheer speed alone, I think Duval's got it for sure, but the other concern is Harry's pushing really hard, so not in sheer speed alone, no, but I mean, and just keeping your nose clean and keeping a good speed, then possibly.
Duval does like to throw it off once in a while.
Yes, it would be nice to just get a bit closer to put him under some pressure.
Colin McRae will push hard. He'll try and put pressure on you to make a mistake.
Yes, all the drivers push really hard this morning. Now the 2 last stages for today, maybe if I drive 100%, it's too dangerous.
4.8 seconds behind Colin McRae. A big attack. Can you catch him?
I hope we can take the right tires choice and try the best.
Any chance of winning this rally, do you think, if Francois and Colin had problems?
Never knows. Of course we need to try.
Can Francois Duval hold on to the lead? Find out after the break. 2 more repeated stages to come this afternoon in this enthralling second leg of Rally Australia. Gigi Gali has steadily built on his pace in this, his second attempt at this tricky event. The Italian retired last year while leading in the production WRC category, so many of these stages will be completely new. The Even so, he's up in fourth after recently passing Manfred Stoll. We can't yet write off the threat, though, from the privateer Citroën driver. The Austrian is very experienced, but like Gali, has only recently broken into the top level of the sport. He's entered Rally Australia 4 times more than the Mitsubishi driver, though, and uses that experience to good effect on stage 17, reclaiming fourth. It's been 53 rallies since Skoda have finished on the podium, but Colin McRae's experience and raw speed has provided a boost for the whole team here.
6 left and 6 right over Crest.
Reunited again with Welsh co-driver Nicky Grist, the former world champion has taken very little time getting back to his competitive best.
And right and Crest and left into 2.
He's third fastest and keeps Rovanperä at arm's length.
150.
Ford are treating this event as an extended test session for the new Focus, but the pace of the 2 drivers has been very encouraging. Roman Cresta remains 6th. While teammate Tony Gardemeister has been very impressive after recovering from the engine misfire earlier. He's 4th fastest on stage 17. The only remaining privateer in the older Focus model is Spaniard Dani Sola. He's just outside the point-scoring places in 9th.
Yesterday we have some nearly big accident in this stage, and today very calm in this stage, but okay, we'll see.
Francois Duval has continued to edge away from the chasing pack, now 24.6 seconds up on McRae, who continues to hold off the Mitsubishi of Harry Rovanperä. Stage 18, and it's back to the Flynn's test used yesterday afternoon. And Chris Atkinson is attacking again, looking for a strong finish to leg 2. He sets his 2nd fastest time of the day to pass Cresta for 6th. It's a wild ride for Gigi Gali, though, on stage 17. He's trying too hard to make up the time on Manfred Stoll after losing the position on the previous stage. The Italian has overshot the junction, and after 2 other spins, he loses nearly 40 seconds. So with Gali dropping back, Stoll's position is looking more secure going into the final leg. He's on course for 4th, which would be Manfred's 5th points finish of the season, a fine return for a privately funded driver. Harry Rovanperä, meanwhile, could provide Mitsubishi with their first podium since Monte Carlo back in January. It's been a breakthrough season for the team that dominated the late 90s, and a strong finish to the year would bode well for their future plans. And what a performance it's been from Colin McRae. Many expected the Scots pace to suffer today, but after a disappointing season for Skoda, he's finally proving the potential of the Fabia. With the 3rd fastest time on stage 18, he stays ahead of Rovanperä. Francois Duval has finished 2nd 4 times and been on the podium 10 times, but he's never won, so this is a huge opportunity for the Belgian. Too many times this season he's let himself down with costly errors. If he can avoid that tomorrow, he'll join an exclusive club of rally-winning drivers in the WRC. Duval takes a lead of nearly half a minute into the final day, but the battle for 2nd is set to go right down to the wire. Dani Sola remains just outside the point-scoring places in 9th, 47.6 seconds ahead of Skoda's Armin Schwartz.
Harry, the big question, can you catch Colin McRae tomorrow? It's just 6.4 seconds.
Nobody knows yet, but we need to try that tomorrow morning.
How do you feel about your driving? Are you up to it? Are you on the pace?
Yes. The feeling is good.
You really have surprised Skoda on this one. Have you surprised yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I have surprised myself a bit, yeah. I mean, the position, okay, is great, but the speed and the times have been very, very good as well, and what is a difficult event.
There is some life in the old dog yet.
There certainly is.
How are you feeling in your head? There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
There's no pressure because the championships is finished for Citroën. I drive in my natural rhythm.
You want to win though, so you must put some pressure on yourself.
Yes, sure.
So Francois Duval becomes the 4th driver to lead the event, while Colin McRae has again defied the odds to put Skoda in touching distance of their best ever result. Join us again tomorrow for the final day of Rally Australia, and keep up to date with all the latest news and results on WRC.com.
Not a bad start for an old man, eh?